Hey guys, Adam coming at you from Pell's here in Fremont, Michigan again. Today again, we're by the beautiful Red Barn Milking Parlor. Today on the BX23S, we're going to show you how to mount and dismount the backhoe. Let's go ahead and get started. So what we're going to want to do first, fire up the tractor. You always want to start with your bucket at a roughly 60-degree angle right here. That way that baby's all sturdy. Your foot pads, you're going to want to be roughly 12 to 15 inches off the ground here to start with. And we're going to bump this throttle up just so we move a little quicker. So you're going to have a locking mechanism on both sides. That we're going to pull and lock in the open position. So we're going to start with a boom on the ground. So now with all of them unlocked, boom on the ground, we're going to go ahead and raise the boom up. And it's going to fall back out of the pins there. Now we're going to go ahead and lower our foot pads down. And what we're doing here is we're raising the two supporting pins out of the bottom supporting brackets. Them are up and out of the way. What you're going to want to do is pull your tractor just a little bit forward. Not too far, you don't want to overstretch the hoses. Boom all the way up. Then we can go ahead and lower our foot pads. All the way to the ground. And what that's going to do is it's going to rest on the subframe. So now when that's done, now our backhoe is disconnected. You want to make sure you shut the tractor off. Just go ahead and work all your joysticks and levers what you want. What we're doing here is we're releasing all the pressure out of the hydraulic hoses so we don't get them bound up. Go ahead and disconnect your hoses. This hose is probably the most important. This hose has to be put back into the return line on the tractor, otherwise down the road you're going to have some issues. Make sure that's clicked in. Now the backhoe is off and we're able to drive right away. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and reinstall the backhoe on here. So what we're going to want to do first is go ahead and disconnect our main line here. And we're going to reconnect that to the short line on the backhoe. We're going to go ahead and rehook up our other hoses here. Make sure they're not crossed up when you first do it. So now that them are hooked up, now we're going to go ahead and start the tractor up and we'll be able to raise the lower part back up. So with the tractor running again, we're going to go ahead and raise our foot pads up. And you want to get this just enough to the right height to where we can back the tractor up. And what we're going to want to do is get these bars in these two slots here. And you want to make sure not to hit any hoses when you're doing it. Just a little bit more. So now we're still a little high, but what we're going to do is raise this boom up. That'll kind of help seat us back down in there. And now we can come back just a little bit more. So now we're seated down in there nice and good. Alright, so what I had to do is I had to do a little bit of maneuvering with the tractor here. Fresh paint, it always binds up. Once that paint wears off, it's going to slip right in there a little better. So once you get your two bottom hooks into them lower receiver links, now you can just raise the boom up. You want to make sure you always are not pitching your hydraulic hoses. Raise it up to the full spot. Pull out. Release your locker on that side. Come around. Pull out. Release your locker on that side. Now we're able to come up with a boom. Once you get that up, take your big pin out. Drop it down in there. Then we can raise our foot pads up and we're good to go. Thanks for giving us a watch.